We start from South America, where Nigeria and Brazil have formalized a new partnership aimed at strengthening healthcare collaboration with a long-term focus on local manufacturing of pharmaceuticals, vaccines, and other essential medical commodities. The Nigerian Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, and his Brazilian counterpart, Alexandra Padilla, signed a memorandum of understanding on structured mechanism for the partnership on the sidelines of the 2025 BRICS Summit of Heads of State and Government in Rio de Janeiro.
And that MOU commits us to work together along those dimensions, including exploring government-to-government arrangements to secure commodities like vaccines, which Brazil is able to produce and has been producing for decades, that are safe, that are efficacious, that are well regulated, with a view to transferring those technologies over time for the manufacturing to take place in Nigeria. Certain pharmaceuticals for HIV, TB, and other drugs that we use, there is a private company in Brazil that is already in discussions through its partner to establish a manufacturing plant in Nigeria. Now, the relationship between the two governments would enable those trade relations to accelerate.
Professor Ali Pate explained that a partnership which has been in process between private partnership or partners from the two countries for some time got new momentum, with Brazil now showing more seriousness to Nigeria as a result of the respect President Tinubu's administration has been able to earn from the Brazilian government.
We're willing to consider buying before they come to manufacture. In fact, gives them an incentive, because over time we want to exit from having to depend on bringing all that we need. We want to domesticate our manufacturing capacity, to create economic value, to produce the drugs that we need and commodities that we need, at the same time to create jobs for our youth and to have transfer of technology so that our country will also be in the path to developing its own technologies, which will serve our population in Nigeria, our neighbors in West Africa, potentially in Africa. And who knows, there may be things that we can produce which Nigeria may buy from us as well. That is the idea of trading between countries. But we also have to learn from each other because Brazil and us have shared heritage, shared size, structure, and there are many areas where we can learn from Brazil and Brazil can also learn from us.